In this edition of City News, we'll show you how the city of Hawthorne has accepted the challenge to help make the city a better place. Also learn where it is that your call goes when you dial 911. Plus, we will take you to see why some Hawthorne police officers are trading their badges for sneakers and shorts. These stories and much more coming up on City News. Hello and welcome to City News. I'm Jennifer Murillo. The city of Hawthorne held its summit for My Brother's Keeper at Hawthorne High School. We take you there to learn what this event was all about.
Good when someone's there, when you're falling off track, hey, get back up there, you could still do it.
In 2014, President Barack Obama signed a presidential memorandum establishing a My Brother's Keeper task force, an effort to address gaps faced by boys and young men of color and ensure that they all reach their full potential.
The idea is to give them an education and to keep them away from incarceration, because incarceration is the next logical step if they don't have an education.
Linking up with professionals like yourselves and coming and shadowing you for a day or two at work, and then sitting back and evaluating and understanding the responsibility of that. How do I get there?
Since then, more than 250 communities in all 50 states have accepted the president's challenge. Most recently, the city of Hawthorne joined in the mission. Hawthorne is now one of 5 cities in the Los Angeles County to join in the challenge.
We're going to have our youth engaged. Those that after-school programs or aren't part of those after-school programs will find hopefully employment, gainful employment. Also, we'll have a lot of study groups, mentorships that'll happen. That's going to keep our students off the streets and basically keeping them from mischief and moving towards their educational goals.
They're going to have a continuous source of mentorship all along the road, and that's something that not a lot of people have had in their life, and that's what some of our youth are lacking, that they'll definitely be blessed to take advantage of.
Many city dignitaries, community leaders, and members came together at the MBK Summit to help launch the challenge and brainstorm ideas that will soon be put into practice.
It's very successful that we've come together not only as a city, but as city leaders in recognizing the need and obviously the community need. And so it was very easy to jump on board and show some support.
Well, whatever these work groups decide as far as what they feel is the best solutions for our students, we're going to move forward and ensure that our youth are going to have these programs at their disposal so they can be successful in the future.
There are a lot of leaders, a lot of people that are willing to help, and it is what we need. It is what students need, help.
Other programs similar to MBK are proof that mentoring the youth can make a difference in others' lives, like it has for Demarian, who in 5 weeks went from having a 1.9 GPA to 3.8.
I wasn't hanging around the right people. I wasn't doing the right things. I knew I can do it, but I just needed people to guide me to show me how to do it correctly.
We can change this youth. We can make the change if there are a lot of young students that are choosing the wrong path. We can change that. We can help those people be interested in going down a good path by offering them good things, like education. That is a big door that opens up for the rest of our lives.
So thankful that our students are here and they're willing to participate and are anxious to see some change.
Every student is capable of being where we are at the moment as leaders, let's say, and even surpassing any accomplishments that we've made.
This is only the beginning, as they hope to start putting the ideas into actions by March 27th, 2017. To learn more about My Brother's Keeper, go to www.whitehouse.gov/MyBrothersKeeper. For the past 36 years, the Hawthorne President's Council has held their annual community dinner to raise funds for their holiday assistance program. Ernesto Giles tells us more.
The city of Hawthorne has always been known as a city of good neighbors, and never more so than during the holidays, when many families need help.
This is the city of good neighbors. So people coming together to help during the holiday assistance program, because we're going to give them gift card to go buy their own turkey during Thanksgiving.
One volunteer says he remembers what it was like during the holidays for him and his family.
I really appreciated where the funds were going to, because I used to be a needy family and I know what it is, to go through that struggles, and I just wanted to, do my part and help those in need.
All the food and raffle prizes were donated, and many of the volunteers were from the local high schools.
It's always a beautiful thing to see the students that go to the Hawthorne School District or Sentinel Valley School District to come out and take the time out of their day to help make their community better. So it shows that the message we're trying to give out to the public of City of Good Neighbors is resonating extremely well with the kids at these schools.
Mayor Alex Vargas says that events like this would not be possible without people coming together.
People come together for a good cause, that they put all their minds together, that they all put all their efforts together and organize such an event where they can get people here, but also offer something really fun and exciting so people can participate.
Between now and Christmas, there will be so many events where people will be able to donate and give to families in need. And people come out for this, the community loves it.
According to Alex Montero, the event raised nearly $5,000 that will go towards helping many families this holiday season. For HCTV, I'm Ernesto Giles.
If you would like to donate to the Hawthorne President's Council, contact Alex Montero at 310-978-4357. Ever wonder where your call goes when you dial 911? We take you to the centralized location.
Police dispatch, how can I help you?
The South Bay Regional Public Communications Authority, located behind the Hawthorne Police Station, is where your call goes.
Everything comes through here from, high priority felonies and progress stuff to, a dog loose or very minor quality of life kind of issues. It's all across the board.
We do have to ask a series of questions in the order, a specific order for the officers, and we let them know right away, like, this isn't delaying anything, just so you know, the call has already been sent.
From first serving 3 cities in 2002, they now serve 5, and by February are expecting to serve another. The expansion comes at a good time as they have fully remodeled and upgraded their systems to the latest cutting-edge technology.
The dispatcher at any given time has in front of them his radio screen. They have their three CAD computers in front of them, which is a computer-aided dispatch, which that's where you generate your calls, you dispatch your calls for service, all the dispatching goes on there. You have a security feed in front of you that has their building security and the ability for feeds from outside cities to come in. You have your Vesta, which is your phone system in front of you to pick up the calls. And you have GST mapping, which shows real-time AVL where your police and fire units are. So it's a lot in front of a dispatcher at any given time that they're processing and looking at.
Yeah, they responded, looks like they cleared about 2 minutes ago and no one was out there.
Since we dispatch for 5 different cities, each specific position now has access to all the other cities. So if you have a big incident going on, for example, a pursuit, and it's driving, say it started in Manhattan and it's now headed into Hermosa, they're able to look at the maps that we have up there, and you can actually follow it.
That's really effective as you have neighboring cities for catching criminals because you're sharing real-time information as a suspect or travels from one city to another, so we catch a lot of people that way also.
The upgrades not only help to better serve the public, fire, and police, but also allows the communications operators to work more comfortably.
We work 12-hour shifts, so it's extremely difficult to sit for 12 hours a day. So it's nice, and since we're plugged into a position and we can't move very far, it's nice to have the ability to stretch your legs if you want, and of course everyone's body temperature is different.
While everything is upgraded, Communications Supervisor Megan Wiles said that one thing remains the same, and that is that they have great training to remain professional and calm for whoever is calling to help them get through any distress.
They shouldn't be afraid to call us or be afraid of the police or be afraid of anything. If they have an emergency, even a non-emergency, they should call and we'll be able to assist them the best we can.
The RCC is currently hiring. If you're interested in becoming a communications operator, you can apply online at www.rcc911.org. Losing Your High School hosted a basketball game for a great cause. Tony Long Jr. has the story.
To bring the community together, members of the Hawthorne Police Department and Accelerated Radio took it to the court for a game of hoops.
It was a couple of community members that came together that have the same level of commitment that I have, and we were able to pull it off.
With everything that's happening right now with the cops in the community, I figure I could use my platform to kind of help bridge the gap between what's going on with them and also the community, you know what I mean? And bring them both together, the police officers and the community together. And what a better way to do it is with a game of basketball.
Hawthorne's finest got a chance to showcase their fun personalities in front of the community they protect and serve.
Oh man, anything for the community, man. There's a lot going on out there in the community, so anything to bridge the gap, bring us together as one, I'm all for it, man.
Citizens were appreciative of the effort.
I think it's a great opportunity, something positive in the community, and I think they should do it more often.
Like I said, it's just a great community event. Got our players involved, got the community involved.
The game was a nail-biter with the Hawthorne Police Department winning by the score of 88-86. For HCTV, I'm Tony Long Jr.
For more information on future events, visit the school's website at www.lusinger.org. Coming up next on City News, find out what new business is coming to the city. Also, we'll tell you why these teens are holding a celebration for the deceased. There's more news ahead. We'll be right back.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
A full life, measured in seats, starts with the right ones early on. Car crashes are a leading killer of children 1 to 13. Learn how to prevent deaths and injuries by using the right car seat for your child's age and size.
Do you think he's on his way? He doesn't even know that we're here. Is he okay? Please tell me he's okay.
Laura.
Okay, try to call him again.
There's no signal.
Try.
Nothing's working.
Well, just
Everything's down.
This is so bad. He's out there by himself.
Make sure you know where to find your family in an emergency. Start your plan at ready.gov.
From the moment they're born, their brains develop at fantastic speeds. Neurons connect by the millions, and their brains grow stronger. You can help fuel this growth with the sights and sounds of words and song. So talk with them.
Es una zanahoria.
Read with them.
Will we read you this book?
Sing with them. Begin the moment they're born. Learn more at first5california.com.
Welcome back. The city of Hawthorne will soon have its own brewery. We take you to see the location where Los Angeles Ale Works will soon be in business. What began as a passion of Kip Barnes in 2009 is now coming to fruition. Kip, along with 2 others, are opening their first brewery.
It's a craft brewery, independently owned craft brewery. We're planning on having a tasting room, an outdoor patio, and then offering just a wide selection of different craft beer styles that people can come and enjoy.
Los Angeles Ale Works will be the first brewery in Hawthorne. Kip and his partners decided to come to the city after falling in love with this building and saw the great potential for their business here.
This building is so beautiful, and it's this really classic looking brick building. It's huge, and there's a bunch of these buildings around here. It just makes the area look, I don't know, kind of like classic.
The plan is to have 24 taps in the tasting room, 7 of which will be their flagship beers, and will also include seasonal beers.
We're looking to do some beers that are really palatable to a wide group of people, but be as creative as possible with them too. So, we plan to use a lot of seasonal fruit in our beers and, infuse them with teas and coffees.
The open concept will allow patrons to see how their beer is brewed while enjoying their drink from the tap room.
There's really nowhere to hide anything here, so it's just sort of like, here's our ingredients, like, here's where we make the beer, here's where it ferments, like, these are the kegs, there's the refrigerator, like, it's kind of fun to see how it's made.
Kip says he is anxious to open up for business and excited to have clients start enjoying their handcrafted beers. They hope to make LA Ale Works a place for everyone to enjoy year-round. To learn more about Los Angeles Ale Works, visit their website at www.lalworks.com. The West Basin Municipal Water District held its annual Water Harvest Festival. Daniel Lindley was there to celebrate a water-wise lifestyle.
The 18th annual Water Harvest Festival offered a wide variety of games, costume contests, stage shows, and water education booths.
Today is our largest event of the year. It's called Water Harvest, where we open up our facility here, the Edward C. Little Water Recycling Facility. It's free to families, and we do this to promote water conservation.
Today we came in and we wanted to do the water recycling tour, and we learned how all the water is recycled and reused, and they said that there was 5 different ways that this water was recycled and reused.
The West Basin Municipal Water District is actually the world's only water recycling facility that produces the 5 designer waters.
We make the lowest grade recycled water, which is basically used for irrigation purposes, put in street cleaners, flushing toilets, but then the oil refineries require a higher purified water for the high pressure boiler units and the cooling towers. So we make 3 oil refinery waters, and then the last water, which you'll be able to taste sample today, is our groundwater.
According to Daryl Ramos Young, this facility recycles 40 million gallons of the 250 million gallons being drained to the Santa Monica Bay, allowing it to be reused as reclaimed water.
The garden was put in at the City Hall through reclaimed water. It's a beautiful garden. And we use 90% of the water we use is reclaimed water. So we really take advantage of the opportunities to save through West Basin's programs.
The director of West Basin Municipal Water District, Don Deere, wants everyone to walk away knowing whether
it rains or not, don't stop conserving water. Keep that conservation system going, because we might really have a drought that lasts decades. It might be that bad.
At the end of the tour, attendees got the chance to drink the newly recycled water. I'm Daniel Lindley, reporting for HCTV. Cheers!
For more information on the West Basin Municipal Water District, visit their website at www.westbasin.org. The City of Hawthorne held their annual paper shredding and electronic waste collection. Many lined up at the Betty Ainsworth Center parking lot to properly dispose of sensitive materials and have it shredded on site. Items ranged from papers to TVs and computers. Some residents also came for the free compost that was available. To find out about future collection events, go to the city website at www.cityofhawthorne.org. In late October, Mosque around Southern California opened their doors to the community for an evening of open communication, discussion, and dinner. Evan Orani has the story.
It was only last year that the Islamic Center of Hawthorne was vandalized with anti-Islamic writing following the attacks in San Bernardino.
It was kind of surreal, but at the same time I wasn't surprised, because I just think it's kind of a natural reaction to just the climate in our country right now with so much Islamophobia going on. It's surprising to me that it hadn't happened sooner, to be honest.
It doesn't mean anything to us. There are bad people everywhere, and I wish if that person walk in from the door and say whatever he went to.
The concept of Open Mosque Day provides just that. The Islamic Center is open every day of the week, but annually they hold Open Mosque Day to formally welcome and educate other members of the community on its purpose. The event includes discussions by religious leaders, churchgoers, and even children, with the goal of dispelling stereotypes and misconceptions of the religion.
I have an obligation to understand and to learn and to be more informed. And so today I'm here as not only an elected official, but as a community member as well.
It's 2 ways, in fact. I appreciate the fact they learn from us, and I appreciate the fact they express, that they learn something new. And also, it's a responsibility in my shoulder to learn about them as well. It's 2 way, and I think, more we communicate with the leaders of the community, more peace we bring to the city.
And after, they opened the floor for a candid Q&A.
I understand that there is another meaning of jihad. Can you explain that to us?
Jihad means to struggle, to have dignity, to defend yourself.
I think we do all share the same sources. We have the same basic beliefs. And I think the ways that we differ should be reasons to come together and talk, not fight.
To close the evening, attendees and members of the Islamic Center sat down together to enjoy a meal. For HCTV, I'm Evan Nurani.
The Islamic Center is located on Hawthorne Way, and leaders welcome anyone to come in or call them with any additional questions at 310-973-8000. Hawthorne High School held a Dia de los Muertos event. Francisco Castillo takes us to see what this event is all about.
No, these aren't actual skulls you were witnessing. It's people celebrating Dia de los Muertos the old-fashioned way.
Today we are doing like a Dia de los Muertos thing, and I'm doing face painting right now, as you can see from my face. I will be painting your face in a bit.
The Day of the Dead celebrates the lives of the deceased with food, parties, and activities the dead enjoyed in life.
This is a time where we get together to remember those family members and loved ones who passed away. And we do it with scents and foods and musics and family and laughs and great memories.
It's more that Mexican stuff is like to unify the Latino community, to express emotions by dancing.
The most familiar symbol of Dia de los Muertos may be the calicas and calaveras, skeletons and skulls, which appear everywhere during the holiday.
The face painting symbolizes like you're supposed to be enjoying the dead rather than just mourning it for your entire time.
Bright colors are used in face paint and decorations.
We are celebrating everyone with those bright colors because the person's spirit is alive. They're physically not here, but we know their spirit lives on, and that's why they're bright colors for Day of the Dead.
For Hawthorne High School, this is an annual event that they take much pride in, according to Principal Vanessa Landisfine.
The celebration is all arranged by clubs and teachers. It really is, it's a grassroots celebration here at the school.
So Wendy wasn't kidding around. I was literally the next person up in line. And this is her art, even with the beard and all. Thank you, Wendy. For HCTV, I'm Francisco Castillo.
If you would like more information about future Hawthorne High School events, visit their website at www.hhscougars.org. When we return, we'll show you why ghosts and ghouls took over the city of Hawthorne.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Really?
Buzz, what's up, man? You left some leaves burning out here.
Yeah, I just came in just for a second.
Come on, man. If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. You could torch the whole neighborhood.
It's a good point there, Smokey.
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Ballerina.
Sometimes all it takes to be a dad is remembering how to be a kid again. Take time to be a dad today.
You guys going to my party on Friday?
Yeah, dude. It's gonna be crazy.
All right.
What's up, dude? I'm loving your jacket.
Don't be such a fag.
If you don't mean it, why say it? Words hurt. Think before you speak.
The Hawthorne Police Department, along with the Los Angeles Kings, celebrated their 5th annual Halloween safety event. Families gathered outside City Hall for a day of fun.
We wanted a safe place for kids to be able to wear their costumes. There's no traffic, things like that. So they come and they have fun, and every year it just gets better.
Our Hawthorne Police Department is great. They're always thinking of our community and, more importantly, our youth and our kids.
The Los Angeles Kings has partnered with HPD for a long time to help bring these events to the community.
They come and they bring their street hockey, they bring stuff to introduce kids to the sport.
Many volunteers and local businesses like El Tarasco, who provided free food for everyone, also helped make this event a success.
Police department's always helping us, keeping us safe. So this is our way of thanking them, like giving them food and just
loved hanging out with them.
Not only was everyone here to have a good time playing games and winning prizes, but we're also learning along the way.
They learn what it's like, and they can avoid intoxication and alcohol and drug issues, and so they know how much it impairs you. So we educate them early.
The line was like on the other side than what I was stepping on, so it was weird, and then I kept trying to like not fall.
If you think about it, would you want to do that? Or if the police were able to catch you, would you want to have to go through that? And thinking about like you have to go to jail, you might get a ticket.
Events such as this also help bridge the gap between residents and police to make the city a safer place. To learn about other events put on by the Hawthorne Police Department, visit www.facebook.com/Hawthorne Police. The annual Spooktacular event took place at the Hawthorne Memorial Center. Francisco Castillo gives us the details.
Welcome to this year's Spooktacular extravaganza, where families were able to play games and win prizes.
Our annual Halloween Carnival for the kids and adults, something the city puts on for over the last 20 years.
This is a great event. It's great turnout, and it's a lot of fun for the kids.
Phil Borowski and his family chose to dress up with a theme in mind.
Fedor, and this is my brother Jackson, and he's dressed up as Alvin, and my dad over there is dressed up as Simon, and mom's dressed up as Jeanette.
As Alvin and the Chipmunks went on to play games, others began to form a line.
There's a costume contest, and all three of us are hoping that we will win.
There were skeletons and superheroes and even a Dia de los Muertos themed costume.
We do the costume contest for different age groups, where we do the awards for most creative, most scary categories such as that.
As the contest went on, others walked around and played games to win more prizes.
I like the rally rat that I just played over there. A rat was on the fence, and I have to defeat the rat with the power of a shoe.
Fred Herensaw says the popularity of this event is the reason why it's been held for 20 plus years. For HCTV, I'm Francisco Castillo.
For more information about future city events, visit www.cityofhawthorne.org and click on the Community News and Events tab. Kornblum Elementary celebrated their annual carnival. We take you there to show you what it was all about. Students and their families gathered on the school playground for the annual Harvest Carnival.
We have booths, we have a dunk tank. I'll be first to be dunked.
Everyone lined up to try to dunk Miss Jones into the tank full of water.
They just want to be funny and dunk the principal.
The key is I don't want to be dunked. I'm doing it for the kids. I know it's a big treat to dunk the principal. I don't have the excuse that my hair is going to be messed up now that I barely have any, so it's my gift to them.
While it wasn't an easy task, one little boy was the first to be victorious.
The last try gets through it.
Along with the principal, several other staff members also volunteered to be dunked, while others ran the booths.
And it's just an opportunity for everyone to be excited and enjoy each other.
Everyone is having fun.
Why do you think everybody's having fun?
Because everyone has a smile on their face.
I love it when the kids are having fun, and it's really impressive how they all have, there's a lot of people and a lot of stuff.
Tickets were needed for the games and concessions, but at the end, the money raised goes back to the students.
With those funds, we buy incentives for students.
It's fun because they're still making a lot of money by we buying the tickets, and they having fun out here too. It's not just us, it's everybody.
To close the afternoon, everyone gathered around to watch as the kids paraded, showing off their costumes to family and friends.
Happy Halloween!
To find out about other events after school, go to their website at www.hsdkornblum.org. Keep it right here on Channel 22 for these future city news stories. We'll take you to see how veterans are honored and celebrated here in our city, and see how Kornblum Elementary celebrated Hispanic Heritage Month. That does it for this edition of City News. Thanks for watching. If you have any story ideas, please call us at 310-349-1630 or email us at hctv@hawthorneca.gov. Don't forget you can watch City News online on YouTube by searching Hawthorne Community Television. We'll leave you now with footage from trick-or-treaters at City Hall. See you next time.